What do people think makes them look cool, but actually makes them look like a douchebag? Being proud of not reading a book since high school. Predatory flirting at the gym. Constantly telling people about the women they've slept with, or were otherwise involved with. I knew a guy like this in college. He was one of the most obnoxious dudes I've known. Bragging how many people you've slept with. Bonus for referring to them as body count. Pretending to know or be something when actually having no idea. Pick fights. I have a coworker who has the gift of gab and is very proud of his ability to give people false assurances while being extremely vague, essentially just bombarding them with words until they're satisfied. It's a useful trick, I suppose, but when you hear him do it in real time, you realize he's just a very good liar. Being an asshole to other people to boost your own ego. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank, said by every douche about to get their ass kicked because they pushed too far. I have had dates who were dismissive / slightly rude to servers, and it was a huge turn off. Picking on someone in a group and trying to get everyone else to laugh at them. Not in a very on Earth joking around kind of way, in a being a nasty piece of work and embarrassing the person kind of way. People like this suck. The ones who don't know how to get attention, so they start gossiping about everyone. And I'm like, I know your life is not interesting, but please have some respect for others and for yourself. Endlessly talking and bragging about their private lives. Example, I had a real dick of a boss who once said, man, it wasn't yesterday I got laid with that woman after a customer left, which made me and my colleagues somewhat uncomfortable. He also talked about how his wife better show those TTs for everything he does. I'm not interested, and I think it is super trashy to talk like that. Edit. He isn't my boss anymore. Vandalizing rocks, trees, etc. in parks and nature preserves. It takes you out of the experience when you are scanning a gorgeous landscape and your eyes land on a urban head plusting dong forever in bright colors. This is very specific, but I once knew a bloke who thought he was cool for not liking Game of Thrones, which is fine, but would then post spoilers of it on social media along the lines of, I don't watch or care about Game of Thrones, but X died in the most recent episode. Unlucky if you saw this. I fell victim of it once, and I literally thought my blood was boiling. I was so angry. The lesson here is probably to stay off social media before you've seen the most recent episode of a show you love. But still, fuck that guy. Sharing their trash taste in music out loud on public transportation. Being mean to serving staff. Picking on weird kids. Doing something nice for someone and videotaping it for clout. Keeping a music artist like they discovered them and are the whole reason for their success. Don't get me wrong, support the artist, but don't be that asshole that determines that a reho is what o0cyeh of a common trend. Edit. Thank you all for the upvotes and awards. Fuck gatekeepers. Teachers who are proud of many of their students not passing. If I ever get a teacher like that, maybe I should ask why they are proud for being a bad teacher. Failing school does not inherently make you a douchebag, but bragging about it as if it's something that is cool isn't the best presentation of character either. Handing a homeless guy a $10 bill and posting it on YouTube. The line between joking and bullying can be a thin one, and a lot of douchebags either don't see it or they just don't care. People who tease guys for drinking a jelly drink. So if a guy wants to drink a strawberry daiquiri, let him drink it in peace. You know what is manly? Drinking whatever the fuck you want without giving a shit what people think. Edit. Thanks for the awards, people. Tons of manly energy in this thread. Blasting music in public transportation without headphones. Acting like virginity is a bad thing, or conversely that having had sex makes you a better person. Neither are true. Keeping a fandom or hobby. o0cyeh not a real fan of his band. If you started listening to them after this album, o0cyeh not a real beer drinker. If you don't like EPA, so Supporting a celebrity that doesn't give a sh/*t about your existence online to the extent of bullying and name calling people who don't worship that celebrity. So in many schools due to COVID we can't leave the classroom during the break and my classmates fucking love to make/watch TikToks on full fucking blast. They have been doing it for the last fucking year. Declaring themselves to an alpha male, high value women or anything like that. It screams immaturity and lack of self-awareness. When people film themselves giving money or food to the homeless ultimate douchebag, or they just wanna brag about it and don't care. Posing as being brutally honest. Constantly invalidating others is not cool and speaks of your inability to feel validated by anything other than people. Putting an insanely loud exhaust on a shit car and then accelerating to rev maximum on a 200-meter stretch of road before having to brake because otherwise you crash into the car in front of you while listening to some shit hardcore or hardstyle music at a volume otherwise only experienced at festivals. That whole don't give a fuck attitude online where people just hate everyone and be super edgy. It does not make you look cool, just makes you look like a dick. Judging another person for their interests, even if the other person's interests do not affect or hurt anyone else. The other day I had an acquaintance tell me how a friend of mine who likes to collect Funko Pops must be such a virgin, even though the guy is literally married with a kid on the way. Having a phone conversation on speakerphone with the volume turned all the way up. Hate those people. People who are dicks to other people for no reason. Driving around residential areas too fast in cars with really loud engines and those exhausts that go bang 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 all the time. They look like nothing other than inconsiderate assholes. Undermining a person every time they try to talk. My ex did this to me, and the amount of confidence I've lost is terrible. Still recovering after 3 years. Teasing someone when they gather guts to talk in a group, and then laughing is useless. Cannot explain how badly it hurts. Edit. Thank you all for the lovely comments. I appreciate each one of you.